For those who love to travel, we wait for vaccines, for borders to reopen, and for stability that will come sooner for some countries, and sadly later for others. But while we wait, we dream. We plan, we hope, to unlock the world that's been closed down to us. These are the destinations we are most excited to visit, as soon as it's safe. Here are CNN Travel's 21 places to go in 2021 and beyond. Seeing the seventh continent is one of the biggest travel dreams there is. Now imagine these bright white peaks going briefly dark during the solar eclipse coming in December. The world's second largest country offers truly wild wonders, but we're also obsessed with its highly underrated food scene. Disney's Star Wars attractions were barely open a year when the pandemic struck. We want to return to the galaxy not so far away, see major renovations at Epcot, and watch how Disneyland Hong Kong continues to expand. Holding its first World Expo in the Middle East this year, Dubai is also showing off its ambitious new Museum of the Future. For those starved of ancient wonders, find 5,000 years of history packed into the Grand Egyptian Museum. It's been 20 years in the making and set to open this year.
What is the best? No, I'm not sure. Too difficult to choose. No, I really like pastry.
All the wonderful things that drew 90 million yearly visitors to France before the pandemic, they still await us. The bread, the cheese, the pastry. We need the bistros, and the bistros need us. Beyond its national parks and beautiful beaches, Ghana is in the middle of an arts and fashion renaissance, and we could all use a little inspiration in that department. With an economy so dependent on tourism, Greece worked hard all summer to adapt its border checks, hotels, and public safety guidelines for the pandemic, but its perfect blue skies need no help to stay pristine. Also known as the Spice Island, Grenada is known for its rich culture and character. It's also known for 40 white sand beaches, waterfalls, and tropical rainforests. Visitors to the islands of Hawaii soon learn that its majestic beauty is matched only by its spiritual power. Overwhelmed by the pandemic last spring, Italy's resilience shone bright. It will likely take years to get its tens of millions of yearly tourists back, but fewer crowds may offer all the more reason to get back as soon as it's safe. The world will hopefully come together for a brighter purpose this July to celebrate the postponed Tokyo Olympics. As if there's not enough to love, Maldives is getting a slew of new resorts and would be the first country in the world to offer a loyalty program. So go again, and then go again. Mexico wants you back sooner rather than later, but a trip in September means you'll be there to celebrate the 500-year anniversary of the founding of Mexico City. Always near the top of travelers' bucket lists, New Zealand is now all the more desirable for having kept its borders closed and cases low during the pandemic. Last year, New Yorkers found a renewed love for the city's outdoor offerings, its waterfronts, waterways, parks, and sidewalk strolls. All that and more await tourists when they're ready to return. Arriving in Singapore likely means arriving at the world's best airport, setting the stage for a spectacular and unforgettable trip. Spain is known as much for its crowds of tourists as its architecture, stunning scenery, and amazing gastronomy. The crowds may be gone for a while, but the beauty is still there at every corner. Thailand has heavily promoted domestic tourism this year, and it worked. That means restaurants and hotels are still doing well, and they're waiting for international visitors to return. Because of Brexit, the value of the Great British Pound has dropped, making what was once an extravagant vacation destination a wee bit more affordable. And finally, as South America's second smallest country, Uruguay doesn't get the attention its bigger neighbors do. But true travelers know that often means a gem is waiting for a closer look.